You will be given a test to determine your ability to withstand shock.
What the fuck are you watching?
I mean, what was left wasn't even a body.
What the fuck are you watching?
What the fuck are you watching?
The most terrifying form of evil is that which lurks within the human mind.
What the fuck are you watching?
Rated X.
Welcome to What the Fuck Are You Watching? We're a weekly movie podcast exploring the disturbing, the extreme, and everything in between. I'm Chris. This is...
Hi, my name's Lisa. I'm what some people call a sex addict. I mean, just because I like to have sex with a lot of boys doesn't make me a freak, okay?
It's Lisa.
Hello.
How are you, Lisa?
I'm great, Chris.
Awesome. Then
How's your journey with nipple clamps going? I know that you've been really into those lately.
Yeah, it's going all right, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're working our way up to them alligator clips.
good deal.
Yeah. And we're also joined by...
Bo's in the house.
Bo's back in the house. Hi, Bo.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm quite well, Christopher. How are you?
Driving it home with one headlight, you know?
Hmm.
But that's not all. Guess who's here?
Oh, who is it?
Is it Elizabeth Taylor's ghost?
Fucking hot to the touch.
It's Silas.
Yeah. What up?
Hi, Silas.
Hi.
Oh my gosh,
Hell
I
yeah.
hate that. We
Yeah.
gotta get a better stuff.
Yeah, we do. Great things happening here at the What the Fuck Are You Watching studio.
When are those?
Every goddamn week, dude. Right after you finish your church services, you can turn on an episode of What the Fuck Are You Watching each and every Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know what direction we were headed there.
I'm just telling you, man, we're making magic happen each and every week.
That's how I do it.
Yeah.
As soon as I get back from the commune.
Yeah.
Yeah. The compound.
Are you allowed to just visit communes?
Well, it's my commune. It's my compound. But I live off-site because I'm the one that's prophetically equipped to deal with the secular world for my followers.
Yeah,
So,
it's the sacrifice he makes for them.
yeah.
I think by the time this episode comes up, we're going to have a t-shirt up. We're going to have a kick-ass shirt.
Yeah, look at this awesome shirt.
Yeah, look at it, listeners.
Well,
Use your mind's eye.
We are unveiling a new What the Fuck Are You Watching t-shirt this week. Designed by the one and only Psychonaut. Now,
Hell yeah.
if you thought we were just gonna throw our podcast logo on a t-shirt, send it out to you, you're wrong. This is a one-of-a-kind design. Fresh. By Psychonaut himself.
Yeah.
So,
Meaty and juicy.
yeah. So at least go check that out. And if you like it, buy a shirt.
If you're following me, you would have already seen it.
Mhm.
Hell yeah. Follow
Just a heads up.
follow Silas on Instagram at Psychonaut. It's in the show notes on pretty much every episode.
Or don't. I don't give a shit. Fuck you.
Yeah.
We'll be good friends if you do.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, if you follow me, I will cyberstalk you
Hell yeah.
All right.
relentlessly. And then it will graduate to real life
Okay.
relentlessly.
Nice. Yeah, dude. He's sending me like threatening letters and shit.
Yeah. I'm doing the whole like Jared Leto method acting thing. I've got like, fucking dead dogs and dead birds and shit coming to his door.
Oh my god.
Like a cat.
Are you charging white women $5,000 to stay on their private island?
No, but I do have a very, very important brand plans. If things go the way I'm wanting them to go for the rest of this year, I might have enough saved up to open a Epstein Island 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Oh, yeah.
So, and that'll be like both the new compound / commune haven for my followers, but we will be accepting new followers. It will be like some like new age Jared Leto doom cult type shit.
Hell yeah.
Except more like haggard and fat and white and black metal-y, or whatever. There'll be lots of hams, lots of cheap beer, lots of hams.
Oh, I love ham.
There'll be okay food every once in a while when I feel like cooking for my people, but like that's a large serving size and it's probably gonna grow. So you guys might want to pick up some like Taco Bell on the way. Bring me a Baja Blast.
Nice. Let's see. Shout out to Rotherham, Birmingham, Anaheim. Fuck everybody else.
Ham's beer.
Oh, and a special shout out to Murshidabad.
I'd like to give a special shout out to the ghost of Evan Williams. May he watch over all of our endeavors tonight.
Oh, yeah. Whoa, Lisa, what the fuck are you watching?
We are watching LoveDump and Flesh Eater X.
Hell yeah. It's a SamHel double feature.
Yeah.
SamHel double dipper.
The psychosexual slasher soiree.
Nice. Both of these are directed by SamHel. You can pick these up at samhelfilms.com. Be a link in the show notes. I think he's also recently started doing some. You can get things digitally.
Digimon.
I'll find the link. Put that in the show notes too. I think it's on Gumroad. Don't know if LoveDump and Flesh Eater X are on there, but that's cool.
Yeah, that is cool.
But check out SamHel. We've done a few of his movies. We've liked them so far.
Yeah.
I got some fucking Psychonaut covers.
We got cool covers.
Yeah, we got cool fucking covers.
I'm not 100% sure just because I haven't checked inventory in a while, but I don't think that those versions are available anymore. Like you can still get the films, but I'm not sure that those covers are any longer out there. I think the one that the print that you gave Bo, the one with like the white background, I think that's the cover for the standard edition of Flesh Eater X that's out now. So I think that one is available.
Okay.
But I did get to do a new cover for it that was on a slip cover, and I think he still has those on the site. So if you have a copy of the movie and you want like a cool new slip cover with new art and stuff on it, you can get that. And I think he sells them for like $5 or something.
Yeah, okay.
Nice.
Yeah, I think he recently dropped prices on some things, so I guess now's the time to get into some SamHel stuff. And I did see that slipcover version of Flesh Eater X on there when I looked, I think yesterday. So it's still available.
Hell yeah. He's always running really, really good sales. Like for newbies that are getting into that stuff, you should just like put your email in so you get the newsletters, because he notifies people of sales all the time for specific items or whatever, and typically does that to start raising some quick funds for whatever the new projects are, and he works really fast and is constantly going. So if you want some stuff on the cheap, just keep your eye out.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So as Lisa said, we are watching LoveDump and Flesh Eater X. Now I think these kind of go hand in hand, like we were talking about last week. Silas, you were mentioning that LoveDump's almost like a proof of concept type thing for Flesh Eater X.
Yeah, so he hadn't done one of these like extreme horror type films in like a feature length before, and his first outing to try and do that was Flesh Eater X, and LoveDump was by far one of his most successful and most viral appeal short films that he had done. There were a bunch of people making like YouTube videos and TikToks and stuff about that one. And
It's still
so
seemingly the
Flesh
most
Eater X.
popular one on Reddit too.
Yeah. And Flesh Eater X was a it's related in the sense that the premise is very similar, but like the characters are technically different. So it's not like they're like one-to-one related, but he does consider LoveDump like kind of a proof of concept for what he ended up doing with a Flesh Eater X. Yeah.
Okay, hell yeah.
And it stars the same actor as the killer. So
Damn, nice. Unfortunately, we don't have a parent's guide for either one of these movies. So we're all on our own tonight.
Show your kids and let us know what happens.
Yeah. Like, this cover is so fun and colorful. It's got to be for kids.
yeah. That's the double edge to being so inspired by like Goosebumps books and shit, right?
Yeah.
I made this really fucked up extreme horror short look a little too inviting. I don't know.
It's a damn good cover.
These are, I think, to this day, I'm still kind of riding the high of getting the due covers for both of these, even though they were really, really, really early for me.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because they've remained two of my favorite things to have been associated with in any way.
Yeah, dude. The fucking LoveDump cover is pretty fucking amazing, dude. And the way it almost kind of wraps around the whole fucking the case of the movie.
Yeah, I sent him 2 pieces for that. They're also, I think he has the originals. I think I ended up sending those to him for his personal collection, but they're real tiny. I used to work really, really tiny. So they were like little tiny Bristol pages that I was like doing like micron and alcohol marker work on.
Oh, hell yeah.
And then the Flesh Eater X covers, both the white background and the Francis Bacon homage one, were on canvas. Like
Nice.
a mixed media on canvas, I think, if I remember right.
Oh, yeah. Now, for you listening at home, and if you don't have the kick-ass fucking Psychonaut covers for LoveDump, I will say you can get a little taste of it if you order one of the versions of LoveDump on SamHel.com right now. Because on the back, underneath all the pictures and shit, there's some of that Psychonaut artwork.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit! Okay, hell yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I have the newest one in the collection yet, but that's cool that he put that in there.
Check out SamHelFilms.com. Check out the digital offerings on Gumroad. I guess we're going to get this show on the road. So we're going to start with LoveDump. You know, we had a fucking maid around here, and there's nothing but fucking beer cans and movies all over the place. You know, with all this talk of deportations going around, you think she'd fucking get her shit together.
Please, send me home. I have a family.
Welcome to motherfucking LoveDump. We're walking down the street.
Yeah.
I really love the that intro sequence of the subway station. I love the colors in there. How like off yellow it was.
Oh yeah. Oh man. Somebody's investigating this crime.
2003. I had just arrived to Los Angeles. I made my way up from San Pedro, California, to avoid any association or charge of disappearance and discovery of a body of a 19-year-old boy.
So we're going to be hearing some audio logs from a detective that's investigating this case post events of the film.
Oh shit.
So you know some fucked shit's gonna go down.
Are you putting the kids on silent?
Yeah.
Maybe even something illegal.
Oh no. Package of pastries on the desk. Look like declares.
This is pretty much what I looked like in high school.
Hell yeah.
Here's a fun fact. Coda Ironbear, who's the actor here, is a natural-born intersex person.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is not a transition. This is just how they be.
Okay.
I know my radar is pretty off, man, but I was not expecting this person to pull a wiener out.
Yeah, you wouldn't, right?
No.
Well, I guess my radar's really on because I definitely did.
You know, you don't get a lot of hand-to-gland combat in movies, so I can really appreciate this.
I'm guessing that our main has some sort of a predisposition for sexualized violence.
Yeah.
From these intercut gore scenes that they're masturbating to in their head.
They're digging into the old spank bank.
Yeah. Okay.
Post nut clarity.
Yeah, Coda is very cool. If you guys end up liking these, you should definitely find Coda on Instagram and give them a follow. They're very willing to talk about these movies.
Nice.
Oh yeah. Do they?
I'm very willing to fuck the shit out of Coda.
They changed their name or
too.
something?
From
No.
what name did you have for them, Chris?
Like Wolvie?
Yeah, Wolvie is one of their screen names as well.
Okay.
Yeah, Coda used to do mixed martial arts and stuff. It's pretty cool. Their story is really, really neat. They grew up on a reservation.
Oh, nice.
Probably not that nice.
Okay, interesting.
It might have been nice.
Thawing out some meat in the bathtub.
All the props that you'll see in this film were done, well, most of Sam's films, if not all of them, are done by the wonderful James Bell, who is a staple in the underground as far as effects go. He makes really cool stuff for really, really cheap, and he will be at Cinema Wasteland.
Oh, nice.
He's always set up there.
We're in the bathtub, rubbing ourselves
how
with a
psycho would it
baggie
be
of blood.
to like stock up on some like decent effects and stage like a bathroom suicide situation as a prank?
Oh
Is
my
that psycho?
god.
No, you should do a cool photo shoot. That'd be cool as hell.
Yeah, I think Jack
Yeah.
would love it.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, so Coda is back in the bathroom of this sleazy hotel/motel situation, and they are masturbating with blood and now what looks to be a small pig's face.
So I was trying to figure out what that was.
Coda is also donning a fetish hood
Yeah.
of some type. Pleather and studs and all that. Latex, maybe.
A gimp mask and a turgid member. What more do you need?
They're about to fuck that pig's face, dude.
Uh-huh.
I've never seen a pig face before. A skinned pig face?
I've seen like mask.
Still a little whacking in the bathtub.
Uh-huh.
Issue with blood as lubricant, though, is it gets sticky real fast.
Well, I was also going to ask, is everyone this gentle with themselves when masturbating?
I go pretty fucking hard, but I beat off a lot, so I have
Yeah.
lost all feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like fucking dude from Human Centipede 2. I've got that sandpaper on deck.
Yeah. I slam it indoors, you know.
Yeah, dude. Just to feel something.
Fashion myself a nice little barbed wire ring.
There you
Now we're
go.
fucking the pig head.
Hell yeah, dude.
Just kind of wearing it. There we go.
It's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Should have left teeth in it, though.
Yeah.
No, this is pretty crazy.
It is. It really is. Hell yeah. Really being sensual with it.
Mm-hmm.
Really taking their time. Fucking this pig face.
July 16th, 2003. I found a number for an escort service nearby. At this point, there's really no avoiding a risk. At 6 p.m., I gave the number a call.
All that whacking made them hungry. They're counting their money and they're trying to get some KFC.
Oh my god.
Nothing better than a bucket of chicken after a good whacking session.
What time is that? Is it too late to order? That really makes me want chicken.
Yeah, dude. Oh man, white high heels.
I
That
like
seems
those
like a
shoes.
innocent victim.
There's nothing innocent about a wedge.
Sure there is, man. They don't know how to walk in heels very well, so you know.
Is a wedge easier than a heel?
Yeah, dude. Like a
Is it?
like a stiletto. You
yeah.
know, those are tough to walk in.
I mean, it depends on the wedge too. If you go
I
too
think-
tall
I
with
don't
the
know.
wedge, they're pretty hard to walk in.
So see, if you just walk on the ball of your feet, I think heels are way easier than wedges.
Yeah, so we've got a girl from the escort service who has arrived at the hotel room of our killer. And she is unsuspecting of the fate that may befall her for having entered this space.
She don't care. She's about to rub one out.
Yeah.
And all of this stuff was shot in actual, seedy motel and hotel room kind of situations that they would kind of guerrilla filmmaking do without permission, and then including all the blood and gore stuff, which they, cleaned up well enough.
Yeah.
But still, it was kind of a wild situation because they were trying not to get caught by housekeepers and whatnot. But and all the people hired to play the roles were actual sex workers that were in the LA area that Sam would find online with little open call kind of posts offering for these people to do something other than amateur pornography and whatever, but do some sort of a horror film kind of adventure, something different.
Wow.
It's pretty awesome.
I hate her shirt.
Really?
Yeah.
No, this was pretty old fashioned, but I think she pulled it off okay. I like her general look. This is a Miss Apricot Pitts.
Okay.
She's gorgeous.
That's
belly
what
dancer
I've been
shirt, I don't know
thinking.
about her. What?
She's very pretty.
Yeah.
I think I like it because I think the blue matching the eyeshadow is really nice. She's
There's
got kind of
there's a tableau about that, about matching the eyeshadow to the shirt.
yeah, giving that some Maxine kind of vibes.
Yeah. She does kind of look like if you had to put a picture next to the California girl.
Got a little alien head tattoo and everything.
They're about to fuck.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Sam has made a lot of like solo play type movies, which you see with stuff like Worms and the like. But there's also a lot of stuff that had real unsimulated sex scenes, like these films.
About to eat her out for real. Those pits are apricot.
So, Apricot is being eaten out by Coda, and Coda just pulled a knife out of their back pocket, which they're not yet aware of.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
And now they are.
Dang, you didn't have to freaking pull a knife out to get a blowjob. I'm pretty sure you already.
I think they did, though. Help. I think this is part of it.
I'm pretty sure you've already rented this person for the night. They'll do whatever.
Said, no, I rented this person for the rest of their life.
Yeah.
And then after.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, as I say, I think the knife has
yeah.
more to do with their pleasure principle than necessity. I was just telling Jack, I was like, it's not as fun when you take the rape out of it.
So something that's interesting to me is that sometimes I get instances where I'll see people kind of review Sam's cinematography in certain instances poorly because of how shaky handycam it can be in certain scenes with the close-ups into the blackness of, high contrast genitalia interaction and that sort of a thing. But I think that what I think he is doing, and what makes me think it's completely self-aware and an intentional choice, is that I've seen a lot of the source material that inspired this era of SamHel, and that was a lot of like 70s roughies, like just like pornos with like really contentious themes, usually involving like non-consent and that sort of a thing. The one that's the most influential in that sense would be Forced Entry. That's definitely one to check out in terms of the extreme film fare, because it has its own thing going on in its own right, but it's about a ex-vet, like a veteran returned from Vietnam, I think, and it was kind of a really fucked up piece of post-Vietnam social consciousness psycho horror about a guy with extreme PTSD who is going full fucking psycho and just breaking into people's houses and raping and killing them.
Oh, man.
It's a very seedy, very nasty, gritty, underground, really ugly looking, shaky filmmaking, and I think that Sam employs a lot that kind of comes from that.
Oh yeah, we actually have that one.
Yeah, as I say, I've seen Forced Entry.
So, Coda has killed Apricot.
Yeah.
And Apricot is now dead in the bathroom and is getting finger fucked in a slit in her tummy.
Yeah.
We're making new holes to fuck.
They're playing in the blood and meat now.
And they were masturbating with intestines a minute ago, too.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you all probably already know this, but one of Sam's main points of inspiration and a constant kind of obsession that he homages in many, many films is Tumbling Doll of Flesh.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Fucking the dead body.
What else you gonna do with it?
Yeah.
Fucking the dead body with their own guts.
Uh-huh.
It almost looks like an umbilical cord.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, they pull that shit out like fucking tug of war, dude.
Oh my god.
There are a few things that have disturbed me more than watching the live birth of a friend's child.
I've also over the years seen a lot of criticism about the way that Sam will shoot effects and how close up some of them can be, where things are obfuscated and sometimes it is hard to make out exactly what's going on. But I think what I really like about his approach to this sort of stuff is that it adds a lot of really visceral texture. Yeah. It's really like the blood on the skin, the hair, the body hair, the little bits and pieces of meat and guts, that sort of a thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
Without anyone noticing it. July 18th, 2003. Found a man hanging outside the local liquor store. Seemed like he wouldn't be missed by anyone. I invited him up for a good time. I think I'm starting to get careless.
A fun fact here, this victim, there was another man slated to play this role, but I think he ended up dropping out or having some sort of commitment issue or just ghosted them last minute. So they didn't have another guy to do this scene with. So
shit.
So we had to make it up.
Yeah.
That's rough,
So
man.
you're not even going to get to see this guy, but you are going to technically see him die.
I fired a recently purchased gun without a care in the world. Trying to make it easier.
Made it work. Kelly's faked some recoil on that gun, though.
Oh man.
And that is
Iron.
whose head we're seeing here
Uh-huh.
is the guy who was supposed to be in the movie.
Okay.
So now Coda is going to masturbate with a severed head.
Oh yeah. Fuck the mouth. Yeah.
Nice.
Uh-huh.
Damn, that guy looked like he needed to go anyway, man. He looked already dead.
Yeah, he wasn't doing well. Now, is this just unironically hot?
I mean, probably don't want to say it on Maine, but I think a lot of people probably are getting that out of it.
Fetish Watch 2025. I don't think it's like hot. No.
It's not on there.
Nah.
I don't know.
Severhead fucking. I don't think is on my list.
No.
Maybe not that head, but maybe a sexier head.
Yeah, I'm a big Guro guy, so you know I've seen it sexualized in drawings a lot.
Yeah, I don't know. I think if I was gonna do like the necrophilia, I would want the body
It'd
to
be
be
the dead
intact.
body.
I
Yeah.
would- yeah.
No, I get that.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but Chris, this is just like the head is like the perfect little fleshlight, and it's got a bunch of holes.
Yeah.
True.
It's a good weight. It's maneuverable.
Yeah.
You got the hair to use as a handle.
Yeah, so many fun
That is-
textures.
That is a hateful unit, though, of hair-like substance. The face, though, does look like a face, like a very dead face.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've definitely seen worse severed heads.
Uh-huh.
But, oh, not even close.
Yeah, the hair is always definitely of a lower quality, but for the amount of these that you see, you'll see
It's so
James
expensive to
turn
get.
out. It's kind of crazy.
Good hair is
hair.
very expensive.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
And fake hair has its own set of rules where, like, styling and conditioning is concerned, so it's just a nightmare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the head looks very good though. Oh, that's something. I've had a lot of deep throat. I've been deep throated a lot. I haven't seen the head of my cock come out of the mouth though. I don't know. I think it's kind of hot.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
The way they were rubbing the head of their dick while it was coming out the mouth was pretty hot.
Yeah, this is hot.
Also, I do think there is, I mean, separate from earlier, I do think there is something to be said for the kind of claustrophobic close-up shots of the gore here that makes it feel that much more psychotic in a way and like focused in on the perspective of the killer in these scenarios.
Well, I didn't want to interrupt you earlier, but I was like, I disagree with criticism. This is a style of filming. You might not dislike it, but it's effective and it definitely emulates I don't know, I guess like a vibe. I don't know.
Yeah, for me it just seems like it's very it just feels like you're, I don't know, almost
it feels
closer
manic.
into the,
and I think
manic. It's very manic.
And I think that works for the content.
Yeah. Especially in a lot of Sam's earlier stuff, especially, he is very much emulating the mania of a lust killer. That's like one of the main vibes that you get out of, I mean, the majority of the body of the work even now, but like especially at this point, he was doing a lot of this type of camera work. Also, this whole like playing with their cum on the head. All the tendrils of goo and the squishiness.
The ropey loads.
Yeah, it's actually really effective.
Yeah.
The eyelashes are a little fucking. The eyebrows are a little fucking wild, but.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah, but everything else is.
The hair is deeply suspicious, but the face looks really good.
Yeah.
This is a final note I'll write. I feel as if I'm being watched. I think it's time to head out. I've been too careless, and it's starting to get risky.
Head in a fucking
I
case.
can leave a little note behind. I'll quote my inspiration.
Not a bowling bag. Duffel bag.
Thank God there will be no more harm that I can do. I believe that only the Lord Jesus Christ can save me from my sins.
I liked it.
Dumping
Me
that
too.
love all over you.
I hate LA.
Yeah, who needs it?
It's so pretty. Like,
it's
all the
that's
shots
thing,
are
though.
so nice. Yeah.
That's one of my favorite of Sam's endings is the Jeffrey Dahmer monologue cutting to the metal as the cold
Yeah.
freezing end kind of a thing.
Yeah, I really liked this movie.
Yeah, I do particularly respond to the very because some of his stuff can be very abrasive in terms of the sound design, but I really like this really almost depressive atmospheric ambience that we get throughout in this one.
Yeah.
It was very like sorrowful or like aimless and listless. It's sad.
There's a lot of woo.
Yeah, LoveDump is, man, it still is like toward the very top of his catalog for me. I don't know what it is. It's just so succinct and perfect at capturing the mood that it has.
Well, and I was honestly kind of nervous. I was like, I'm gonna hate it. It's gonna be so because I don't know.
We've kind of built it up.
Well, I'm so I don't know if I'm just contrarian or what, but when everyone on Reddit won't shut up about a thing, I'm like, this is almost certifiably garbage, surely.
No, I totally.
Nope, it was good.
Yeah, it was very good. I liked everything about it. I think SamHel always does really well with, like, you know, his effects and his sound design and all of it. So
yeah, something he does specifically that I don't see in a lot of other movies. I'm sure there are plenty where people have done similar things, but like one of his staples specifically that I really respond to is, again, with like the claustrophobic shot of the effects and the gore, but also doing these like interspliced and like low opacity layer like images of like different shots like feeding into one another. And it just kind of adds to that like manic psychotic energy of the way that those things are being portrayed. It's almost like you're just in this like amalgam of gory goodness, like like all at once. It's a really interesting
well, it's like
it's towards.
Yeah, it's like schizoaffective cinema, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
Which I do think a lot of people try to do. I don't think a lot of people do it as well as one Mr. SamHel. Because sometimes it goes like cheesy, and other times it's just I don't know. Sometimes he hits the sweet spot of like good props, and I think the style of camera work suits it really well as well.
I also do. I always, and why I brought up the criticism, it's more so just because I think that those people are uninformed of kind of the source materials that he's pulling from for informing that work. I also
just missing the point, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. I also completely agree as far as just the extremity in a lot of this stuff. Like taking aesthetics to an extreme can always, even if you have all the passion and the charge behind it in the world, it can always land really goofy, right? Like, but like, almost more so it does than it doesn't. Especially in like this tier of like underground cinema. But that's what I think Sam does differently. He brings a lot of other elements together in a lot of his films that really make this stuff work for me in a way that like most other films in the really closely related subgenres and sub niches just don't really do. But I can also appreciate those other films because I know which ones he's also taking inspiration from to kind of build this new thing off of bits and pieces of them. So it's like, it's kind of nice to see that through line through some of that stuff, like the old Lucifer Valentine stuff and stuff that's just a little too abrasive to the extent that it becomes like almost laughable. Whereas like I feel like Sam knows how to like do something to kind of mellow things out in a way that makes them more controlled and moody and effective, and they're weirdly immersive. And that might be my own bullshit mental issues from yesteryear talking, but there is definitely something there that I think is being done more effectively than some of his predecessors and precursors.
There is a charm to them that I don't think is universal to the genre, because a lot of them, like you said, I think more often than not they do trend towards goofy, or like you said, old Lucy shit, almost untenable in things like sound design and stuff like that.
The thing I think Sam does so well is that he took some of the ethos of what the general vibe or like the kind of like zeitgeist that Lucifer Valentine was trying to create, and he removed the fact that he removed the parts of it where he's a drug-addled psychopath.
I was about to say like the act of meth use.
Taking advantage of like people who are at the lowest rungs, and Sam is still doing stuff that by some merit is considerable as being called exploitation cinema, or like new exploitation, or like some sort of like underground transgressive whatever shit. But at the same time, he's also doing it with people who really do actively want to be participants in something new and different, who are used to just being people to do like really basic tier amateur porn shoots and stuff, you know, like, and he kind of made his own lane by veering off and doing that in a way that nobody had quite done it before him. while also having plenty of callbacks to other stuff that inspired it from across decades. Like as some stuff as new as like Lucifer Valentine, and then stuff as old as like like 4th century and the Inaru stuff, like Tumbling Doll of Flesh and that sort of a thing. Like he
I was gonna say
definitely
Tumbling Doll of
pulled
Flesh
so
is
much.
kind of old now, isn't it?
Yeah, it's 90s.
I thought so. I couldn't remember for sure.
98, I think.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah, that movie's what got Chris started talking to SamHel.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, man, I like this one too. I think it had good special effects. I think it toes the line between erotic and grotesque very nicely. I think the kind of the porn scene between Miss Pitts and Coda was a really good one. I don't know if it was just me, but like it kind of got grainier, and I think it was really cinematic, even though it was, porn.
It was really interesting being around for the kind of the inception of Upper Oak House and seeing all this stuff once it started to gain some traction in the underground, because it turned a lot of people off because they literally just did not know what to make of it because of the pornographic and unsimulated content being mixed with the violence to the degree that it was, because there are many a hyper violent or like misogynistic slasher film out there, but there's not really quite as much that does what this does in terms of like putting those things together in such a convention breaking and like intermixing sort of a way, and I think that that's what really, really sets them apart, but it also makes them really challenging and really hard for a lot of people, even people who are pretty versed in underground cinema, to even want to approach or attempt to approach or talk about in any meaningful way that's not like, ooh, shock value, because you start to get into the nitty gritty of stuff that does become, especially in the average moviegoer's zeitgeist, it does become in a relative way very transgressive, in the sense that those genre isms and those like hyper specificities are being so mixed and blended in ways that a lot of people just do not at all want to touch with a 10-foot pole, and even though everybody here is like completely on board, it's like it just starts to really get to those parts of the brain where people,
it can be discomforting.
Oh yeah.
And Sam is also for the girlies. He hires a lot of new talent that otherwise wouldn't have any exposure outside of the little niches that they were already working in, which is like when you're just like a cam girl or like an amateur sex worker, it's like it's kind of such a wide expanse that like having some project under your belt that like really breaks you away from that and gives you kind of a unique lane to stand in, I think is a really, really interesting thing to see.
Or even just experience it all.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because, it might, even if it does nothing but affirm that that's not the genre for you, you still get filmmaking experience, which can be invaluable regardless if you're at all interested in that endeavor.
Yeah.
Lisa, tell me your star rating and your what the fuck moment.
All right. My star rating is going to be 3.5 stars.
Nice.
My what the fuck moment is going to be the first scene where you see like the dick coming through the neck out the mouth.
Mm-hmm.
And the severed head.
Yeah.
Throwing neck. Are you aware of throwing neck?
No, what's that?
Well,
I heard a necking.
It's sucking.
Oh my god.
It's sucking dick and cock, but it's throwing neck.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, that was just crazy. Like fucking the.
No, it was.
Yeah. All right. Bo, what's your star rating and what the fuck moment?
I think I'll go We'll go 5 stars.
All right.
Damn. Wow.
Well, because this is another thing. Films like this don't need to be super long. This was hyper effective.
Yeah.
For its duration.
Mm-hmm.
It was never boring.
No.
Always engaging. Loved the sound design. The gunshots were a little goofy.
Yeah, I think that's like my one thing with this one.
Yeah.
And like Chris said, we could have had some recoil. With your little, with Coda's lovely twig arms and that giant fucking piece.
Yeah, dude.
So my what the fuck moment will be those gunshots.
Okay.
There you go.
That was the only part that divorced me from anything. Was the silly little gunshots.
Okay.
What about you, Silas? What's your star rating and what the fuck moment?
This one for me, and again, I'm sorry, this is going to be weirdly skewed because so much of this is coming from the Wheel of Sodom. But this one is also a 5 for me. It's one of my absolute favorites in Sam's catalog. One of the most effective for me as far as all of his ventures have gone thus far. And my what the fuck moment is probably going to be the first time I saw that pig head get pulled out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty wild stuff.
Yeah.
Just the face of a pig's head is bewildering to behold. Yeah.
Yeah, pigs are crazy.
Yeah,
man.
and that mixed with the dawning of the fetish hood and all of that as well is just nice extreme visual fare, and it really was very effective the first time I watched this. I was just like, oh shit, I have found the real underground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gimp masks are hot. I don't care.
Yeah.
It's hot.
It was hot. I mean,
And I really wish I had the one from this movie. I do have several masks from other SamHel outings, but I was only peripherally getting involved at the point that this one came out, so I did not get to be the one to grab some of the merch from these.
Damn.
I have a version of this one, but it's in like dark red.
Hell yeah.
okay.
Hell yeah.
Oh, also, I'm very happy to hear how much you responded to this one in particular. I'm very curious how the length of Flesh Eater X will affect your feelings because it's kind of this 3 times
for longer.
But also, if you do end up at some point getting on Instagram, I specifically have artists that I'm interested in showing to you who are like very gay, very like hyper violent, hypersexual kind of like foray kind of artists. I'd love to get your read on at some point.
Hell yeah. Get on Instagram, Bo.
Yeah.
I know.
Stop being gay about it.
I don't really do anything on there. Like I've barely done anything.
I know.
Chris, what's your star rating and what the fuck moment?
Okay, I'm gonna go 4 stars.
Okay.
Well, what the fuck moment is? I guess I'll go along with Silas here when they like actually fuck that pig face.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty crazy. Fucking the face of a pig it's wild. It's out of control.
Lots of dicks coming out the opposite way in this film.
Where you least expect.
You weren't expecting the dick at all.
I was surprised by a penis. All right, Lisa. How spicy is this movie?
All right. This movie is fireball candy. You know, it's a little
I know.
jawbreaker fireball things.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty spicy, man. Those things can be hot.
Yeah. But they're so good.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Bo, how spicy is this movie?
I had a teammate on a soccer team put one of those in his butthole once.
Oh, wow. That's spicy.
That's
No
very
one asked
spicy.
him to. It was unprovoked.
He was like, "Hey guys, watch this."
It was literally that.
Yeah. It's a signal.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess this was spicy, right?
It's on the spicier side. I would
It's
assume.
spicy. This is a lovely sushi, but it's not seaweed in there. It's just wasabi.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And I still love it, but it's got a kick. There's no such thing as too much wasabi for me. I fucking love wasabi.
It is good as hell. Yeah.
I love it.
I like wasabi juxtaposed with some nice drenching of the kikkoman soy sauce, so it's got that real spicy but real salty thing going on.
Yum.
Oh,
love it.
Fuck wasabi, dude. And fuck horseradish too.
Now, I do not feel the same about horseradish, and I'm not accepting feedback on the fact that those are apparently like the same to most people. I don't like horseradish. Love wasabi.
And love ginger though. Whatever they're doing with
I love
ginger, it's
ginger.
great.
Love
ginger, probably one of the greatest spices.
Ooh. Have you all had that like chewy ginger candy that they have at like fucking
Got a bag of
TJ
it sitting
Maxx
right
and
here.
shit? Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Yeah.
I haven't tried those ones specifically, but
I haven't
ordered
tried
this-
one. I'm not gonna like
Those
it.
kind of suck, but
Yeah,
the
I figured
gins-
they weren't great.
I don't
I
like
had a viola.
ginger.
I had a violin, he was my viola teacher, like 1,000 years ago.
Hell yeah. How long did you play viola?
I still do.
Oh, fuck yeah, that's cool.
One of my side gigs is filling in for like violinists and violists in our like Tulsa Symphony.
What the fuck? That's so cool. I haven't played in years, but I played a violin from 5th grade through 12th.
Oh yeah, I still got.
Yeah.
I've got a violin right back there. A violin right over there.
Hell yeah, Bo. That's cool as hell.
Bo in the house.
Yeah, I was a classical performance major in college. What a waste of fucking time.
No. You
I
get so
double
much,
majored, and that was one of them.
you get so much social credit out of being able to say you do shit like that, though.
Yeah. I know. Every once in a while, he'll do like an intermission. And I keep telling him to hook that shit up to the fucking mic and we'll play it on the podcast.
Dude, I used to have this electric violin.
The one right back there's electric.
Fuck yeah. It was the coolest shit ever. It was a gift from my dad when I was like nearing the end of high school. And I had plans to do some cool ass shit with that. If I had that now, I've been making like crazy ass fucking noise music. Can you imagine what kind of like psycho spooky shit I could do with a fucking electric violin right goddamn now?
Yeah, dude.
That shit got stolen. Somebody broke into his house when all my equipment was over there and they stole every fucking thing. He lost like probably like 12 grand worth of music equipment in one night, and some of it was mine. It was awful.
The hundreds of thousands, and I'm not even being hyperbolic, of doll hairs in equipment that's just been fucking ran through in my lifetime just so far is so gut-wrenching to contemplate.
Yeah.
But I had a
There's
teacher
nothing,
at a conservatory I went to when I was like 12. He wasn't even my teacher. He was the viola teacher, and he was just the one I would hang out with in between like theory and chamber music.
Mm-hmm.
But he always kept a jar of these like ginger root candies, and they were covered in like cane sugar or something.
Yep. That's that good.
And that's what I order now. To this day, I order a case like once every couple of months of just the ginger root with cane sugar candies. So fucking delicious. Love that
Do you
shit.
do you like ginger beer?
Yeah, I like ginger anything.
I don't think I've ever had ginger beer.
I put minced ginger in a lot of stuff that I make.
Yeah,
I have ginger. I go like from the Asian market. I get like ginger root teas and drink shots and stuff like that. I fucking love ginger.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, ginger's great, man.
Well, that's cool. Bo, you get cooler every fucking time you have a chance to give some personal anecdote.
Yeah, Bo's the cool one out of all of us.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So much life experience. It's crazy.
I've lived a lot of life. I started real early. We gotta get Silas to spice things up, right?
Oh, yeah. Silas, how spicy is this movie?
Oh, shit. Yeah, so this movie, with the length of the runtime in consideration, is a room temperature shooter of straight normal fireball.
Ooh.
Hell yeah.
Sensing some Lisa plagiarism.
Not the blazing apple. Well, I did get the idea from the candy, but not the blazing apple, because it's not nearly as cinnamony as the standard fireball is.
Yeah.
So not nearly as spicy, but the standard fireball shooters. Yeah.
I don't guess I've tried this other version of fireball. I've only ever had straight.
Yeah, I've only
fireball.
ever had regular.
The blazing apple is really, really good, but it is not the same at all.
Yeah.
But its mixing potential is crazy.
Yeah, I'd imagine so. That's what I thought too.
We just put a shot of fireball in our angry orchard.
That's what I was gonna say. That's
Yeah,
how
that's what
I
I was
got.
gonna say.
That's how I got super fucked up on my 30th birthday party, because I was in the kitchen just making everybody do fucking like bombs of shots of fireball dropped into their angry orchard.
Yeah, that's what we do on like trick or treat night over here. We have the front door open and all the pretty lights on, and we got some spooky Halloween playlist or ambience going on the TV. We get like angry orchards and fireball and get real warm and cozy, make chili on the stove.
Damn, dude.
That's nice.
That sounds
Can
nice.
I move in?
Yeah.
I went blind in one eye off that shit, man. It wasn't fun. We don't have fun times with fireball over here.
That's right. Isn't that what you bought us like 12 shots of?
Yeah. And I
Well,
fucking
the
drank 'em
control.
all.
There you go.
The control in that outing is that we have to be presentable and not get the cops called while interacting with children all night. So it's like,
Yeah, I go.
it's a good parameter.
Yeah. I turn into a fucking crypt creature.
What about you, Christopher? How spicy was this film?
I don't fucking know.
Well.
Okay, this movie is. I wish I knew what the fuck it was called, man.
That does tend to help when conveying a message to others.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know it's fucking crushed chili fucking flakes in oil. There might be some crunchy onion, maybe some garlic shit. It's like Asian shit, okay?
I probably got a jar of it in my fridge. What'd you say?
Just hot oil? I think that's like all that they call it, right?
It's hot oil.
Yeah, some version of that.
Yeah, it's like some fucking weird oil.
I think my jar literally, I think the only English on it just says chili paste, but I have jars of that in the fridge.
Yeah,
of varying
you know what I'm
severity.
talking about. Yeah.
Mhm.
So that good Asian market hot oil / chili paste.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Smother it on
Okay.
everything.
Yeah. Yeah. It's pretty fucking hot.
Oh, yeah.
I had to stop using it because it almost killed the kids.
Yeah, it'll do that. Jack almost didn't survive a couple interactions as well.
Yeah.
And he's got sensitive bowels as it is.
Yeah, he's a sensitive guy.
Yeah. All around.
Yeah, just all of it. Yeah.
Love him.
All right, Lisa. All that's left to do is slot in LoveDump on your leaderboard.
Oh yeah. It's gonna go in my number 10 spot. Between Song of Solomon and Family.
You're number 10 for Lisa.
Yeah.
Dang, beat Family.
Yeah, I know. After I said it, I was like, oh, I don't know. But yeah, I think so. All right. Bo, where's it going to go on your leaderboard?
These top ones all have such special places for me. I don't know.
I know. That's why it was so hard for me.
Yeah, dude. I wish I could put like 20 movies in my top 10.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we'll go Okay, so above or below Strange Circus? That's where I'm at, I think.
Below.
Below? I think so too. I think it's gotta be. I really like the Mommy Milkers and Visitor Q, but I think I like this better than it as a whole. So it'll go right above Visitor Q, right below Strange Circus.
I'm gonna
I like
have.
Strange Circus, man.
I know, man. I need to put it up higher.
I know.
I
I'm
liked it.
gonna have such a hard time when we edit our lists.
I don't think I'll have a hard time at all.
Lisa rewatched.
I rewatched
Devil's Experiment.
And
Do you like it better now?
Yes. Oh my God, it's like a whole different movie.
Yeah, she said she'd rate it like a 3.
Oh, that's a market improvement.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she gave it like a 1 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she gave it a 0.5.
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say I thought it was like a 0, but yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So I said I would go like 2.5 or 3 probably. I think I would I don't know.
You said
man.
3.
I said 2.5 or 3. I for sure.
This is why there can't be a woman president.
Yeah. No, I honestly think I would do the same thing because I'm telling you, man, we started with the good shit.
Yeah, dude, it was like
we
much
started-
better than I remembered.
Well, like we were younger then, more naive.
Exactly. Yeah.
Times
dude.
they are a changing.
Yeah, they are.
I wish we could go back to the guinea pigs, man. All right. Silas, where does LoveDump fall on your leaderboard?
LoveDump is moving up to my new number 1.
Oh, wow.
Damn, what? Wow, I didn't expect that.
Yeah. Yeah, no, this movie's biggin' for me. I really appreciate it.
Biggins.
Y'all.
Damn, dude.
Biggins.
I didn't expect that at all, dude.
I didn't expect it to beat Suicide Club.
I had an inkling.
I was it was hard. I was thinking about it in the background for a while there, but I think the personal stake in this one is what makes it move up for me. Yeah.
Yeah, this was a big one for your like art career and shit, right?
Is the early aughts.
Yeah. It's that keep the gun out your mouth kind of movie, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
He was like, you want to do some cool ass cover art? I was like, I sure fucking do.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to do anything else except die.
Hell
And now
yeah.
I don't. And this is part of it. This is part of why, you know? I'm
Thanks,
super
LoveDump.
stoked. Yeah. Thanks, LoveDump. Thank you, SamHel.
Yeah.
SamHel.
For taking a chance on little old me.
Yeah. SamHel brings us all together.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. This is a Baroque house.
Hell yeah.
Not a Baroque house, but a Baroque home.
Sure is.
Mine's more of a Baroque brothel.
All right, Chris, where's this going on your leaderboard?
It's going in my new number 16. Below Robo Geisha and above Song of Solomon. Okay, before we start our next one, got a little surprise for our listeners.
Okay.
We are going to be doing a little giveaway for this copy of LoveDump because we love you. All right, now if you want to get yourself your own copy of LoveDump, all I need you to do is send us an email, WTFareyouwatchingpod@gmail.com. And all you got to do is in the subject of that email, answer a little question. And the question will be, how does Lisa like her meat? Everybody that gets it right will be put in a little fucking drawing. And whoever wins will get a fresh new copy of LoveDump. Not that fresh. We watched it.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to run this for, I guess, 4 weeks. We will announce the winner on fucking the 8th episode. And yeah, I'm not going to advertise this one anywhere. This one's just going to be for the listeners.
The girls.
Yeah. Let us dump our love straight into your mailbox.
Yeah.
On to the next movie.
Bring gloves.
This
It's gonna get sticky.
Flesh Eater X 2021.
Yeah.
Do you think we have to watch Flesh Eater 1 through 9 to get what's going on in this one?
Jesus Christ.
That was good, bitch. Don't act like it wasn't.
That was good. Good job.
Thanks.
No, I told you good job on a ring earlier. You didn't even respond. Like you're done. You're done. No more affirmations for Christopher.
It's because of all the negative ones, Buff.
Yeah.
I don't care. This isn't about that.
He can't trust you.
Yeah, I can.
All right, so we've got Coda's new character sitting across from another character in another dark hotel room. All right, they've moved to the same bed, and we are getting some touching, interspliced with scenes of a hand holding a bloody knife.
Yeah. Oh, that's this person all bloody.
Yeah, she doesn't make it.
Yeah. Spoiler alert.
Yeah, Coda's kind of a one and doneer.
They didn't take pictures or a video.
It's like we're about to get to the sexy times.
Yeah.
Coda's undressing. Our other person has their pants off. Uh-oh. Now they're dead in the bathtub.
Yeah. Coda's
Coda's
having
playing
their
with
own
the meats.
sexy time.
Hell yeah.
Got little meaty bits.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we are flashing between the before and after, and the before they're fucking, and the after the other person is dead and they're playing with the corpse, you know.
Yeah.
You know. As you do.
Uh-huh. Oh yeah, cutting pieces off.
Titty bits.
Yeah.
Chewy morsels. Coda said, I'm in the mood for Hershey's Kisses.
Ew.
We got some cock bouncing action from a beautiful black ass.
It was a perfect ass.
That's pretty nice.
And now we have
was
some
Hershey's
flesh
Kisses about
eating.
her being black? I thought you meant poop.
Yeah. No, I meant the nipple cutting.
Yeah.
I see. I thought you meant poop.
Oh, fun fact. The reason that LoveDump was called LoveDump, even though it kind of connotates scat and that is not a part of that film's makeup at all, was just because SamHel really likes that song from Static X.
Oh, yeah.
So he just named it LoveDump.
Now we got a blowjob happening, and Coda is pulling out the knife.
Which she had firmly lodged in their own ass.
Yeah. Oh,
Ooh.
right in with the stabbing.
Yeah.
No teasing with the knife this time, just straight to stabbing.
Yeah. Less foreplay.
Yeah.
Greetings from the most depraved place on your favorite streaming service. Welcome to the Gates of Hell podcast, a true crime cast focused on the explicit details surrounding the cases discussed. Adult audiences are extremely advised.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Podcast's played out.
Episode
Everybody's
3,
got one.
The Ill-Fated Valentine. Eyewitness testimonies, as well as actual reports of the graphic video violence captured by the subject of today's show, are included in this episode. A warning that torture, suicide, and necrophilia will be discussed on today's show.
I hope Coda knows this hair suits them so well.
Yeah, I like it.
Now that that's covered, ride down to San Francisco with me during the days surrounding February 14th, 2011, in which Robin Kennedy enacted a ritualistic butchering of 4 young women.
Yeah, I love the title card splash in there.
Oh yeah, that was cool, man.
Traveling via bus to San Francisco, Robin had stayed in a coworker's hotel room, arriving around 11 a.m. on February the 13th.
Some really beautiful shots too that Sam gets in this section.
Yeah.
He's got some awesome exteriors in this movie.
Well, San Francisco has some scenic fucking shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I liked a lot of it in the last one too. Just like the, outside shots of the street and everything.
Yeah.
I can't understate the landscape in San Francisco being so
oh yeah,
hilly, you're just on hills. So yeah, like you saw, wherever from the right spot, you can see everywhere.
Yeah.
If the smog allows.
Yeah, so Rebecca Vanguard and Kaya Eve make repeat appearances in some of the stuff from Sam after this point. If you get around to some of those, it'll be a fun little thing to be able to see them again. The narrator, Ossuary, is the girl that was in Vania.
Oh, okay.
As the vampire in that one.
Isn't Kaya in Disfigured? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also, there's another good one called Sadistic Pleasures that Kaya is the main in.
Oh, man. I've been seeing that one and I wanted to get it.
Rebecca is in another fan favorite called The Satanic Works of Jasmine, and she plays a girl who is committing a satanic suicide ritual with lots of self-pleasure involved in some weird Lovecraftian fare. That's also a really fun
one. That
one.
one's gonna be my favorite. Just on description alone.
Yeah, see,
Sounds
I've also
cool.
seen that one on the website and I wanted to check it out too.
I got to do some artwork that got included in this peripheral book that got released alongside it.
Oh, nice.
It was very fun.
Oh yeah.
It was one of those made to order to where it's whoever got in during the pre-order window, that's how many copies were made. It was very cool.
Oh, yeah. Is this just a porn
It is
magazine?
a call service.
Oh, okay. I was like, I don't understand what they're looking at.
That's what it looked like anyway.
Yeah, I was confused because it looks like a magazine.
It could be, I can't remember what it is in this one. There are a lot of times where Sam will include scenes of characters looking at old erotica or old BDSM magazines.
Okay.
It could be one of
It
those.
might be that. It does look like it's from the 70s or 80s.
Yeah.
It's got the old English on the front.
Yeah. That font that doesn't get used anymore.
Except for in films like this.
Yeah.
Yeah. And metal bands and all that.
Dang, whacking off to your own videos of whacking off? That's
I think just recording.
Is that weird?
Coda also has a small part in a SamHel film that I got to executive produce called Let's Stop at the Morgue, which is kind of a straight black and white slasher without any erotic content in it. And it was kind of his start in doing departures and trying to do other genre fare outside of his normal foray.
Okay.
If you ever get your hands on that one.
Yeah, I'll have to.
I know, I'm gonna have to buy some movies.
He's got a lot of shit, man.
I want that satanic sacrifice of Amanda Bynes or whatever you said. Hot take, I'm sure. Also hate those skirts.
I think I like it.
Yeah, they're good for some things, but
I'm not sure about the bright pastel-y color, but I do love me a pleated skirt.
Rebecca Page had caught.
I love the color.
I do really respond to the color coding and the palettes and the lighting in general in these hotel rooms. I really like how many sources of light there are, but how oppressively dark and high contrast these scenes are.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are a little uncomfortable.
There's something like I think it was especially apparent in LoveDump, but there's just something really sickly about the color grading with all these like off beige and yellows and greens.
Yeah.
well, there's something sort of uncanny almost, and like liminal in quality about hotel rooms in general.
Yeah.
Because it's like pantomiming a home. It's a little dark-sided.
Yeah, that also really adds something to it for me too, because it is one of those things where I think the mix of the fiction of what these films are, but also the reality of like what they were filming in these spaces without permission kind of adds that element of like you never know what's going on in a hotel room next to you sort of a thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It adds kind of a sinister undertone to it all.
Yeah.
Well, and
I
what
guess, you know.
percentage of like horror stories do you hear from like sex workers or maybe just like women in general? How much of it took place at a hotel, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But I guess even in a broader scope, you still get those kinds of themes in not extreme or especially erotic horror that is happening within, you know, apartments or homes.
Well, I was thinking even just in like, you know, because we've deified like police officers in like TV shows and stuff, and in every cop show since I can recall, the only reason to go to a hotel room is for something dark and sinister.
Yeah. Yeah, and I do largely think that that's regardless of like budgetary constraints and the realities of trying to find spaces to shoot in within cities like this, I think that that is actually like one of the most interesting and intentional choices that Sam makes as far as the location scouting for this kind of stuff goes. I think it really adds to the overall sinister vibe, you know?
Yeah.
Of just using what resources you have at your disposal, but like doing this with it. Also, I think this like cut top that Dakota has in this is pretty iconic. It was very cool because another mutual follower and a Brokehouse fan on Instagram, Sinister Selena, she actually did kind of a pseudo cosplay look based on Coda's character in this film, and used in the images of it, she used one of the covers I did as a reference piece.
Nice.
Man.
And I thought that was so neat.
Yeah.
Yeah, that must be pretty crazy.
Tops like that are indicative of an era as well that I guess is past now, really.
I don't know, man. I think I'm still living in that era. I try to cut Lisa's shirts up all the time.
Well, I don't know if it's. A lot of my time at TU was spent. My roommates were all strippers. I don't know if that informed it at all, but this was how we all dressed then.
At least our killer always goes down on their victims before they murder them. That's pretty nice.
Yeah.
The victim doesn't know what to think.
Yeah.
What? That was a strange face to make.
People's sex faces are always amusing to me.
Yeah.
I was surprised and or scared. Yet somehow kind of hot.
Kinda.
There's some really cool shots here. I really like the way that Coda looks when they're looking up that way.
Yeah.
In that
Yeah,
shot.
she's striking.
Yeah.
Do you ever let the porn finish playing after you've already come?
No, I usually turn it off like in shame.
Yeah, but I recommend giving it a go. It's straight up Goof Troop Town.
Yes.
In there when you're not horny.
Yes. What the fuck am I watching?
Yeah, it's so strange.
Pretty sensual stuff. I've never had a prostitute before, but like, I don't know, man. I think you just
Making out with prostitutes?
I don't know if you would do that. I don't know if I would do that. I don't think I would. I don't think I would be like sensual with a prostitute. I think I just bang it out.
Beat him over the head.
Yeah.
Yeah. I, to this day, have a strange relationship with kissing. There's something, like, I'll suck your cock, but we're not making out. You know?
Yeah.
Our victim looks like she's never had sex in her life. You say these faces are normal. I don't think these are normal.
No,
faces.
I think they're normal in porn. I don't think they're normal in real life.
Yeah.
She looks surprised at everything that happens. She's cute though. She's got a Boston Terrier tattoo. Love that.
Yeah.
Ravaged them guts.
Yeah.
You know, I've been wanting to see something natural, like ass with some stretch marks, for a while now. I'm glad we got to see it here tonight.
That's so cute. I thought we had gotten through the Kendrick Lamar quotes.
Nah, I've just been saving them.
Yeah.
Those are some tough guts.
A little gristle on them guts.
Yeah.
This is the unfair advantage of a creature like Coda. Because, like, a more masculine frame crouched over a body with a turgid member.
Yeah.
Not very appealing.
Yeah.
When she does it, quite appealing.
Yeah, I think I know what you mean, yeah.
Yeah, a crouched naked man? Get the fuck out.
Yeah.
I'm realizing now that we've all been pretty transfixed and haven't really updated on anybody on what's going on.
I know.
I'm gonna go ahead and let you know you're
has
the only one that
killed-
gives a fuck to do that. I've never. And I'm happy for you.
I
And it's good
usually
that you
try.
do it. I don't do it.
Yeah, Coda has killed the model that they picked up and is now playing in their guts, you know, like the person at the beginning in the other hotel room.
Yeah. Cutting off pieces of skin and chewing on it.
This one was just like she wanted it, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, she seemed kind of fine with it.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think she really knew what was happening. She was getting fucked from behind and then she got stabbed.
Yeah, well.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh.
We're gonna fuck some guts.
Fucking guts. Yep.
Love it.
So I'm gonna tear you a new one.
I don't know if I want
now
another
Coda
one.
is engaging in
haven't
some
finished this
actual
one.
gut rearrangement. They always
It's
say
not
they're going to
cold
rearrange your
enough
guts.
anymore.
They don't usually mean it, though.
Yeah, drink your own goddamn beer at least. You can't take a new beer and make me finish your old beer.
Oh, did yours get too warm? Is that
Yeah,
what you were
this
on
one's
about?
gross
She's
now.
trying to pawn off her fucking beer on me, dude.
Are the mountains no longer blue?
Nope, they're not.
Sharon's calling, fucking bitch.
I don't know if you caught that. There was a little Easter egg there.
Rebecca's body was
The
severely
obscured
mutilated.
background of the phone was the cover art, the
Large
tumbling
stab
dollar
wounds covered
flush.
her
Oh
torso
shit,
with
I
pieces
missed
of
it.
flesh removed later to
Damn.
be found within Robin's digestive tract.
Hmm.
Oh, she ate the body.
Valentine's
Nom nom.
Day.
She's a flesh
Robin
eater
was
X.
slated to meet directly with an independent freelance model, Sharon White.
And white she was. Well, there's something dark-sided about those sandals.
Yeah, they're weird. LA people, man.
Robin's web.
I need to start pulling my pants up from the ass.
What does that mean?
Like, you know, you gotta pull your pants up. You
Mhm.
start, you only pull up the butt piece.
I think that's what I do.
Yeah. I don't know. I think I grab the whole pants and pull them up.
Oh, like from the sides, maybe?
Yeah, from sides.
I was like, what's the alternative from the front? That's psycho.
Well, I mean, you want to get it like if you want to get like a good like moose knuckle going or something, you want to.
I don't want to
damn
bisect
it.
my balls.
Yeah, you want to, you know, show off your balls. You'd pull up from the front.
Well, that's what the mesh crotch is for.
Wow. I'm just saying, I think if you want to show off the meaty cheeks, you should pull up from the back.
I think that is how I pull up my pants.
So our lovely Coda, portraying Robin the fucking killer, has met with the model Sharon, portrayed by Miss Kaya Eve, and they've arranged the opportunity for them to show up to their hotel room. So we'll see how that goes.
It's gonna be great.
Mm-hmm.
We're
Coda
jerking
is
off to
insatiable.
pics and videos of
At 5
the
p.m.,
last night's
Sharon
murder.
entered Robin's
Yeah.
hotel room and inadvertently her own demise.
The figure on this one is wild.
Yeah.
It's
She
giving
seemed-
Coke bottle.
You seem crazy, man. I think she might stab back, dude.
Yeah.
She might.
Dang, dude.
Or
her
maybe that
pussy's-
pussy leaves you a parting gift.
Yeah, dude, he's hanging out them pants right now. Shorts. Daisy Dukes. That's a crazy
Oh
bra,
my
man. I've never
That's
seen
not
anything
a
like
bra.
That's
That's a display shelf.
yeah. So fucking pretty though.
Yeah, she's hot as shit.
Little bombshell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know how perpetually pregnant I'd be if that was me?
She's so adept at doing the teasing of the taking things off. It's crazy.
Uh-huh.
She should do it professionally.
Something tells me.
Yeah, so we just have a photo shoot going on right now.
Miss Kaya is completely nude and is showing off the goods.
Yeah.
And Coda's just capturing it all on camera.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to get like a cool like demon tattooed over your vagina, Liz?
Well, I was about to say, the pussy tattoo is very good. I really like it.
No, I
Maybe
don't
like
want...
puking on it or something.
No, I don't want to do that.
What about a enter here with an arrow?
No.
No.
Oh, no.
Have you seen those, though?
Yeah.
You like those?
No. I'm not going to get a tattoo in that area at all.
I always like the one of the little stick dude like mowing the grass or something. And
yeah, a little campy camp tattoo, yeah.
And they'd shave a little portion.
Little bumblebee with a dotted line path coming out of the asshole. Yeah, so the shoot has moved to the couch where Kaya has been laying back and looking rather seductive. And I think it's about to escalate past photo shoot.
Yeah, I think we're about to get another blowjob.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's sick of waiting, dude.
Still gonna film it, though.
Yeah.
Why haven't you banged her out already, Coda?
Ooh, she's sloppy with it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
About to make you forget you're a murderer.
Coda's like, damn, you're so good, I don't think I want to kill you anymore.
Yeah.
We love a good butthole shot.
Rebecca's desecrated body lay barely concealed on the bed covered with sheets. While Sharon may have seen her, it's more than likely she was convinced to believe Rebecca was sleeping.
Oh, so this is the same room. Jesus.
Yeah, that's crazy.
All right. Kaya has been brought to the bathroom and is now being voraciously fingered by Coda.
Yeah.
Good thing, too. She's a squirter.
Uh-huh.
Looks like we're about to fuck over the countertop. All right.
Yeah.
This is pretty great. I think sex-wise, I think this is the better of the two movies. She's even grabbing her ankles like a good girl.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Just gonna choke her out.
We're getting a little too forceful, huh?
Dragging the unconscious body
Her
onto
hotel
some
guest
tarps.
testimony, Robin's voice calling action followed the heavy door slam of the two entering the room, thusly locking Sharon into her own personal hell.
I think there might have been a callback to that shot in Disfigured Perception, but I might be fucking crazy, dude.
Oh.
It could have been. All right. So, Kaya was dragged from the bathroom to a set of sheets and tarps out in the main part of the room and just got stabbed the fuck to death.
Yeah.
And is now having her guts played with.
I think you went too far on this one, Coda, man. She didn't deserve to die. She's got a Captain Spaulding tattoo.
Yeah, Kaya's cool. Come on now.
She sucked that dick like crazy, man.
Yeah.
She put her all into it.
They gave you a good show beforehand. She didn't act all like weird and awkward about it.
No.
Yeah.
You could have let this one live.
I don't think so.
Munching on them intestines.
Sashimi.
Into it too. Voracious and passionate. Yum, yum, yum. Going face first down in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, farm to table with it. Yeah.
Man, that look there, it was like a kind of... Damn, I know I'm like a necrophile cannibal killer, but even I need to get a fucking grip here. I'm getting a little too lost in the sauce.
Yeah,
man.
Fucking the dead body while chewing on the intestines.
Like, if you're gonna eat somebody, don't start with the guts, man. Eat some like
the part she cares about.
I'd start with like some butt meat, like
I'm thinking thighs or something.
Yeah, dude, for sure. I don't even eat the guts of like, cows and chickens and shit. I'm not gonna start with the guts of a human.
Yeah, I'm not really like a gizzard and liver kind of guy.
These are pretty girl guts, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, fine.
They probably got some yummy little poopies in there.
Yeah, maybe.
I'd probably start by like cutting off a tit and squeezing it out over my mouth like a ripe fruit.
Yeah, dude.
A passion fruit.
Yeah.
I think it's just got to be legs. I'll go for the legs. I don't know.
Yeah, it's
I don't
all
know about the
legs.
rest. Yeah.
A nice calf, maybe.
It is unknown
Yeah.
if Sharon was a target or rather a victim simply due to overstaying her welcome.
Oh, is that a cutoff tit right there?
Victim number 1 featured some cutoff titties as well. Oh, but are we fucking the cutoff titties now?
Yeah.
The chicken cutlet.
Like, it's purely like performative at that point, right? Like, that's doing nothing for you.
Yeah. It's like the same as like
Around 7 p.m., hotel
you know,
staff was
rubbing your cock
notified
on
of a
someone's
noise
like
disturbance
underwear or
coming from
something, you know?
Robin's room.
Yeah, I think Coda just wants to be in and on all of the meat.
Yeah, just saturated.
I want to feel you from the inside.
Neighboring
That is
guests
a
recall
peculiar
only hearing
pink
one person leave the hotel room the next
on her
day.
hands.
They had no way of knowing that Sharon,
Yeah.
asphyxiated and torn open, missing her own flesh and left completely desecrated, lie below and above the safety of their neighboring rooms.
Oh shit, I forgot to push record.
We're taking some post-murder party pics of our desecrated corpse. Making sure we got that spank bank freshly reloaded and full up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because with this chick's libido, she's gonna need those immediately.
Yeah, I was gonna say, given the frequency of these outings, I'm not thinking they're gonna go that far.
No,
Yeah.
it's already hard again.
Yeah. That's crazy.
I think we were far past the point of our escalation arc at this point. I think we're ready to self-destruct anytime now.
Mhm.
Do you suppose this is the spiral? For our listeners, that was a joke for the cinematography employed for this scene. We were, in fact, spiraling.
I love it. I love that busy, manic nonsense. It's the good stuff.
Love the MySpace angle on these selfies.
February 15th, Robin was seen exiting the hotel with her belongings, including the beloved camera that captured her twisted distortions and a knife.
It'd be real
She's
cool.
just like Sorgoy. That's all he needed too. Camera and a knife.
He did all that is all he needed. He really loved them cameras.
Be cool if
They were
Robin
made for each other.
was like listening to the podcast as it was being recorded.
Mm.
Maybe not as it's being recorded. I'm sorry, guys. I'm like fucking 10 silver bullets deep.
No, we got what you meant.
What now? What can we possibly do next?
Passers on the street who recall her noticed Robin's odd stare and hapless pace towards the woods outside the city.
Yeah, she's gone fucking feral.
Just like Sorgoy, she's got to go to the woods.
Doing some caveman shit.
I love that. I love that for her. Just like I did for Swordboy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love this journey for you.
Yeah, like they all seem, all these characters seem like they're having the best fucking time.
Isolated trail to a secluded area in the forest.
It's like the penultimate. I feel like this is just like what humans are meant to do. We just don't get to do it anymore.
Yeah.
Unabated, anyway.
Walking around taking pictures in the woods. Hell yeah.
This reminds me of my listless wanderings in like middle school age. Except I hadn't cannibalized anybody.
Yeah.
Wandering around the back 40. Searching for a purpose in life.
I just want to take some cool nature pics, maybe a few selfies. And go back home and drink Mountain Dew and play Call of Duty.
The fucking life.
What are we doing with that?
She's fitting to try
You've
suicide.
brandished a knife.
I appreciate how clean she keeps it, given the activities it's engaged in.
Yeah, that's a nice knife.
Yeah.
Polished even.
Good looking knife, huh? Great murder knife.
About to fuck our own guts. Guaranteed.
We're gonna cut our wrists.
Oh, man.
Long ways.
The right way.
We ain't looking for attention, we're looking for effect. The means to an end.
Robin's body was found not long after her suicide.
By who? She's in the middle of the fucking
Tracing
woods.
the keys to her hotel, the police only had to witness Robin's capture of Hel through her lens to know what crimes she had committed.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow, okay. Why don't we see that? Damn.
Well, we are now.
When I snap, I tell Jack all the time I'm gonna wear him around the house when I finally snap. This is what it's gonna look like.
That looks fucking wild, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we've cut to Coda donning a face mask and chowing down on a smorgasbord of organs and body parts.
Yeah.
Back at the hotel room.
She's got a hand on the table, an arm on the table. Love that. Love all this.
I think the implication here.
That is a huge fucking hand, though. Okay.
I think we're implying that this is also stuff that was captured on the camera, but I also, because it's post the suicide scene, I like to think that this is like a dying breath fugue statey kind of an experience that Coda's character gets to have as they're
Yeah, or just
succumbing
like
to
an
their
outer ring
injuries.
of hell or something.
Yeah.
I like how she had the foresight to put straps on the human face mask.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, absolutely.
Gotta get
How else are you gonna do it?
Yeah, how else is gonna stay on?
What giant did she massacre for these appendages?
Yeah, that's a real man right there.
Yeah. And a frequent tanner.
Some stuff cut from the cloth of a like a Rob Zombie's Halloween.
Yeah.
Big time.
Yummy, dark, gritty, nasty, seedy depravity and nasty, dirty skin. Num.
But obviously her happy place.
Yeah. And what is it that we're all working for, striving for in life if it isn't to find our happy place?
Yeah, find it and then immediately kill yourself right afterwards. Because
Well, yeah, because you're never gonna get.
Yeah, because it ain't getting better than that.
where else are you gonna go?
Here at the Gates
Don't
of
chase that
Hell
high.
podcast. Although not immortalized in the most positive of ways, their last moments alive will forever be remembered in the films of Robin Kennedy.
Okay.
That was Flesh Eater X.
It sure was.
What you guys think?
I liked it.
Pretty compelling. A little long. I did appreciate everyone's performance. I don't know that the interactions were varied enough to warrant the amount of them. I do appreciate the depiction of like an obvious spiral, like where, so you know, I guess you have to have a few interactions to get to that. So I get it, but yeah, a little long.
Yeah, I think I agree, man. But at the same time, like, I think the two kind of offer different experiences.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think this one kind of reveled more in it. It was a little slower. It had a lot more foreplay to it.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas LoveDump was kind of straight to the point.
Yeah,
A quickie.
I'm curious what you all thought of the kind of the tonal shift in this one and the inclusion of the a lot of
The narrator.
the narrator, the classical music, the like slowed pace with the amount of like foreplay and sex stuff prior to the violence and whatnot.
No, I liked
I
all of
loved
it.
all of that except for the narrator.
No, I loved that.
I like the narrator.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
Really? Okay.
I liked that. I liked. I knew that you guys were gonna say something about it being too long, but I liked all of it because I just think it's all shot so well. All of the, stuff that we don't really need, like the scenes of the city and all that. It just looks so good.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. I think it's a little long, but I don't know what I would take out.
Yeah.
I would also say, like personally, upon revisit, because it's been a while since I watched this one, with a lot of the other like extreme films that are much longer than they need to be because of the like obsession with. To be fair though, it's not really the filmmaker's fault a lot of the time. It's like a lot of distribution doesn't want to put your stuff out unless you give them something feature length, which is like almost like a forced hand kind of a thing, which really sucks because if they don't have a concept where they can pull that off in a way that's compelling, then they just kind of get stuck with a lot of filler. But in this instance, I do think that as like his first like feature length outing that wasn't like a documentarian venture, it is crazy how compelling this manages to be front to back. I think Sam really did do a great job of creating a wraparound and a story that like made this work despite its devices. Which really does kind of blow me away when compared against a lot of the other stuff that you all and I have watched that has no business trying to be that long.
Yeah.
I wonder if I would feel differently about the length if I hadn't watched it right after LoveDump.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because they are so cause and effect of each other that it's almost hard to divorce yourself from LoveDump and then watch this because it just feels like a continuation.
Yeah, it's the same movie, man. It's just longer.
Yeah.
I
mean,
Well, it isn't,
not
and is
really
it?
the
And my one
same,
issue
yeah.
with the narration isn't actually the narrator. It's more that it lets you know off the top. It removes a lot of urgency for me as a viewer when I know that we're recounting a tale of old, you know?
Uh-huh.
Like, yeah, okay. Yeah.
As a storytelling plot, I don't love it. But I don't really have a problem with the narrator or anything.
I guess it was kind of cooler when it was like a detective or whatever trying to solve the case.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do like the I think the true crime podcast thing was almost a it was almost a response to the prevalence of that sort of stuff.
Well, I was just about to say it's a very on theme for like, yeah.
Mm-hmm. But also,
those
I
are
do think
pervasive.
that, like,
There's so fucking many of them.
Yeah.
with that in mind, especially in 2021, I and for the budget constraints and like what he managed to do with this, with the amount of moving parts and the lack of higher budget and stuff, I do think it was a really interesting, if convenient, kind of a device to use in order to like put some of this together in films where the strong suit definitely has never been like keeping in a lot of dialogue or keeping in a lot of character interactions or hiring people that have like actual like acting backgrounds and that sort of a thing. So I guess I do give it a pass in a lot of fronts because of that context, but that's just, that's just me specifically. But like that is one thing where I was just like, oh, okay, this is a really interesting idea to employ in order to like add a fuller story to an outing that most of the time before this point, anything he had done was just like strictly like bare bones experimentation.
Yeah, not so much narrative.
Yeah.
Okay.
My one other smallish gripe, which this seems to be a trend of his so far, maybe, is specifically the scene with her and victim number 3, where they're meeting, and we get two things came to mind when it depicts them having a conversation on the street while they're waiting for her bag to be returned from the taxi driver, according to our narrator. They're talking, and you get almost like the Charlie Brown like phone thing going on.
Mm-hmm.
Not so comical in sound as the Charlie Brown phone, but the other thing it brings to mind is like crime scene reenactments in like true crime shows.
Yeah.
Something about that doesn't quite land with me. I don't know. But I don't have any real gripes about it. Like, it's still very pretty. Everything was shot really well in this. There's just something about that doesn't land for me.
Yeah.
No, I think it might be a good choice, We've seen it a lot where characters shouldn't have dialogue.
Oh, I agree with that. I'm not saying everyone needs to be talking.
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah, we spent some time lingering there. I don't know. Something about it was strange, like a pacing issue or something.
Yeah, I think there's some fat that you could trim off of a little bit of everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it's still very pretty and very compelling. Yeah, but those are my only real gripes, and they aren't even like severe ones because I still really liked it.
Yeah, I liked it too, man.
And I do think that it is, in a lot of ways, an unfortunate consequence of trying to do something that was like forcibly feature length.
Yeah,
which is, it just is what it is. It's too bad that is how it is. If it wasn't trying to be that, I imagine he would have stripped those scenes down like so much compared to what we actually got. which is a no. But also, you are correct that it is very much a SamHel-ism to have dialogue that doesn't include the actual dialogue, where you're just seeing the characters interact with no speech, or in other films, speech that's been so intentionally distorted that you can't even make out exactly what they're saying anyway, and it was just like a mood piece for effect kind of a thing or whatever.
Yeah, which as a mechanic in and of itself, I don't really have a problem with. It's just sometimes it makes the pacing of a thing strange for me, and this was one of those times.
Yeah, I like it, man. A lot of times, I think it's better if they just don't talk.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of terrible actors, and I don't know these lovely creatures. I know they were lovely to behold.
Yeah. I think I like the sex scenes more in this one.
Because we actually saw a little bit of actual sex.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a lot more like tension and interplay here. It wasn't just strictly like, okay, we're starting to have like emotionless prostitute sex immediately turns to violence. This had a little bit of the like bait and switch thing going on, which added a lot to the physicality and the emotional dynamic in those performances prior to the actual killing.
Yeah, it allowed you to get a little more invested in the victim too.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Which can add some weight to your experience.
Yeah, and it adds a lot of tension and dread when you know from scene one like what you're getting, and they don't, So this is technically just an aside, but something I really like in Disfigured Perception is the eyeball coming out the pussy thing. Because that's a really common visual trope that you see in a lot of Eroguro stuff, especially like the classical stuff that was way more surreal. You see that a lot in Suehiro Maruo's artwork, and also like Shintaro Kago and people like that. There's a lot of eyeball stuff.
Yeah, we haven't had it as much lately on here, but it was a focal point of almost every episode near the beginning of this endeavor. Where's the eyeball scene?
Yeah.
I miss them.
Haven't had eyeballs for a while.
Yeah.
That I can think of.
I'll watch Splatter Naked Blood.
Oh yeah,
that's got some great eyeball stuff in it.
Really?
Yeah.
I still think Devil's Experiment's my favorite fucking eyeball scene, man.
Yeah.
That's
Silas,
crazy.
Yeah, you can't fucking beat it.
Silas was frozen when we were talking about me rewatching Devil's Experiment. I rewatched it and I hated it the first time, and this time I was like, I think I would probably give it like 2.5 or 3 stars.
It's because you've seen some actually foul shit.
Yeah, I was like, it was actually really fucking good.
Yeah, that's what I mean though. Like once you like get into like the umbrella of it all, like the paradigm really shifts, right? Like you just start applying such different standards of these types of movies that you would not apply to anything else. So it's like, yeah, it's really interesting. No, I really like Devil's Experiment. That eyeball scene still is like crazy to watch to this day. I've been meaning to show Chloe all of the classic guinea pig films at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that eyeball scene's like the fucking standard, dude. And that was 1985.
I think this was the first time I actually made it through the whole eyeball scene, though.
Yeah.
Because the first time I was like, I can't even fucking watch this.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. That used to be my 2 big things back when I wasn't completely fucking desensitized was anything that involved nails, like fingernails or toenails being fucked up, and eyeball stuff. They both used to get me so bad.
Tooth shit. Tooth shenanigans.
Yeah, I could definitely see that too. Ugh.
Sometimes inspires some wincing. And on occasion, some cleverly depicted penis stuff, some cock stuff.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I think
it inspires
the
some
only
sensations.
thing that still can like get me really bad is like a male genital torture type
Yeah,
stuff.
because I'm like, ooh, you can't help but just you feel it a little bit in your soul,
especially balls.
Oh, for me, it's like urethra stuff.
Shoving shit in the hole.
That's also awful.
Yeah, something dark-sided about that.
No, it's weird for me too, and I don't even have a dick.
Well, yeah.
You do have a urethra, though.
I do.
You have a urethra.
I do. It's not
And it
nearly
do
as
be-
narrow as yours, though.
No, it's huge.
Sensitive no places.
Imagine you had like a
I
freaking
forgot
wide
to-
urethra, just fucking pissing rivers, but like shotgun blasts.
Yeah, it just comes out like fucking balls.
It's like Lisa's
It's like
water
a
girl.
one. It's
Nope,
just
she
like
just
a
had to
one
pee.
and done. It's just like a tsunami wave, and you're good.
I get them thick
forgot
and
to,
heavily absorbent pads.
I forgot to tell you all while we were watching that. I have the knives from the movie.
This one?
Oh shit! Really?
Yeah. So the one that has like the handle with like the cross embedded
cross,
inlay. Yeah. So it's a set of two. They're like official. So there's a prop knife that's dull, and there's a real one that's super sharp. And the sharp one was used to actually like cut on the effects, and then the dull one was used to like interact with people. And I've got the set of two and like a little handwritten certificate of authenticity from Sam. In my den. And then that other movie I was telling you about, Let's Stop at the Morgue. The killer in that movie wears this really cool zombie mask, and I've got the mask in there as well. And they're like right next to each other on my little shelf. It's super fun. I never get to tell anybody about that.
That's
because they
crazy.
wouldn't know or care.
No one knows what you're talking about.
No, that's really cool.
Wow.
Those knives are sick. Those are sick looking knives.
Yeah.
So that's
And they're super neat too. They're like real. I mean, they're both real. It's just
I
the
like the
one's
size of
dull.
them because like you don't see like almost like Bowie knives that are small.
Like fixed blade knives. One's for chopping.
Yeah, they're heavy too. They're like really something to handle. It's wild.
It's always little fucking bitch knives.
Well,
And
or the alternative, the fucking machete sized nonsense.
Yeah.
The sharp one still has a bunch of blood on it.
Oh, wow.
Crazy.
Maybe from the movie. Maybe not.
Definitely not. And the last time Chloe got lippy.
Now she's limpy.
Oh my god.
Limpy and a little bit gimpy.
Gave her a cloaca. I turned 2 into 1.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Pee Wee Gaskin style.
Gross.
Lisa?
Yeah, I know you're about to ask me questions, and I'm trying to think of what my what the fuck moment is, and I can't think of anything.
I need your star rating and your what the fuck moment.
Well, like Bo usually said, like Bo has said a few times, I can't remember anything that happened in this movie
I was just
now.
experiencing this very moment. I was like, I simply can't recall a single thing that happened.
Yeah. God, why can I not think of a what the fuck moment?
I just so fiercely move on with my life. I don't live in the past, you know?
I usually write it down in the moment, and I didn't do it this time.
Yeah, you're too worried about that warm beer.
Yeah. Pawning it off on me.
Yeah, it's still sitting
Over
here
there,
somewhere.
rubbing on it with your palms.
Oh, God. I know I had a what the fuck moment.
I'm trying to recall when you elicited the most reactions, and it was like, well, nope, that was me. I'm projecting.
My star rating for this one is going to be 4 stars. I really liked this one.
This has all been a long con to really cement for everyone that Lisa's mostly a lesbian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man. All right. I'm gonna say my what the fuck moment is the face mask.
Face mask?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was surprising.
It was surprising.
Listen, it was at least as good, if not better, than the most recent Texas Chainsaw Massacre fucking fiasco.
No.
Masking.
It was a good part. It's a pretty good mask.
It was a pretty good mask.
It was pretty good.
Grayish in hue, and like the other body parts, formerly belonging to what I could only surmise is an NBA basketball player, but
yeah,
pretty good mask.
Yeah.
If you want to have something very similar for yourself, then James will have masks just like that at Cinema Wasteland.
Really?
Oh, see, this is the bullshit I'm gonna spend a ton of money on.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Hell yeah. Dude.
He just has a booth of gore, and I got to.
Oh man.
I got to.
Well, that's what I was explaining to them and to Jack. I was like, "This is the gig at cons. You go, and you just spend $1,000 or $2 doll hairs on fucking bullshit."
All right, Bo. What's your star rating and what the fuck moment?
I think I want to give it 4 stars as well.
All right.
My what the fuck moment is gonna be victim number 2's sex faces.
Thank you.
Damn, he took Chris's.
Well, no, I clocked him as soon as he did too, but it's like that's how a lot of girls look to me in straight porn.
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I'm not saying all of them. I'm just saying a lot of them.
She's like worried.
Yeah, see,
well,
like,
that's that
in
thing.
context-
They're like, "Am I little girl? I'm scared," and I think that's hot to people. I don't know. I'm surmising.
Yeah, like in
Assuming.
context, in a lot of porn, that's like pretty normalized, but like in this hotel room interaction,
Yeah.
it's like,
Yeah.
oh, honey, you don't have to put on the act. It's
Yeah,
fine.
what
You
the
can
fuck
just
are you
have a real
doing over there?
experience.
Come
Yeah.
on, no.
You're just having normal sex right now. You're not.
Yeah, she's just eating your pussy.
She looked like
Calm down.
she got like her butthole licked without warning or something. And,
She looked like she just found out vaginas could feel that way.
Maybe she did.
Yeah, dude.
You don't dress like that to the fucking cemetery if you don't know how your vagina works.
Right. Yeah, dude. Yeah, she had that skirt on.
Mm-hmm.
Which I want to clarify. I like those skirts when they fit someone properly. That was an example of that was not the right. That wasn't how that goes.
Fine, man.
Were you into like the like school uniform like goth wave of like the mid 2000s, like the Birthday Massacre and shit like that?
Am I a Nicki Minaj fan? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But I like pleated skirts too, but that upper part is supposed to go above the waistline.
Mm-hmm.
And had she done that, it would actually have been even sluttier.
Mhm.
But that's because the skirt was too small. But that was my one gripe.
Yeah.
And I agree.
I know that
color was
the
orange.
I know the point was for it to be slutty, but also it's crazy. Rebecca Vanguard is like so fucking tall. She's like extremely tall. So it was kind of funny because I was almost like, I wonder if this was like ordered beforehand and they didn't even know it was going to be quite that slutty.
Yeah.
I think so, maybe.
Skirts just don't fit her.
Well, yeah.
Or she brought her own.
Mhm.
And she knew exactly how slutty.
Yeah.
What about you, Silas? What's your star rating and what the fuck moment?
This one is a 4.5 for me.
Mhm.
It's another big staple in my repertoire, and I am endlessly thankful and humbled to have been able to be even peripherally involved by being allowed to make all the fucking artwork I've done 3 separate cover pieces for this now. And
It is cool to get so many commissions for one project.
yeah,
That's cool.
so what I was doing back at that point in time. As same with LoveDump, it was like Sam would ask for something, and I was still pretty neurotic in and out of the psych ward, kind of like down in it. So I was just like trying to go above and beyond with every single thing I did in an obsessive way. And so he would ask for one thing, and I would be like, "Here's two things."
17.
yeah, like that kind of a thing. So so Flesh Eater, I was like, I've got two things I really want to do. I really want to do a Francis Bacon figure with meat homage thing, and I also want to do like a Toolbox Murders cover. So you're getting both. Do what you will, like that kind of a thing. Yeah, and then he asked again for the slipcover art, and I was just like, okay, I'm gonna try and channel a similar energy, but do something new, and that was super fun. It was super fun to revisit it in that way. Yeah, this one just means a lot to me. Very personal, bias included there. But the my what the fuck moment is I'm remembering the fear, like, kind of drop in dread I felt the first time watching this when I saw Robin really giving it to Rebecca from behind and then slowly raising that knife up in the air. And like how well shot the like scene of the hand with the knife raising was, and just the dread of like that whole exchange and the fact that it was like happening unbeknownst to her. So that was a heavy moment. If it wasn't that one, it would have been what Lisa said, the crazy gore face mask smorgasbord at the end, because I remember that just being like, Jesus fucking Christ, what? Like, the first time that played out, because I was not expecting it.
Deep throating those fingers during the masked portion.
Yeah, but with that off the table, it's got to be the knife raise, which was also just like such good callback genre fare to like so many.
I was about to say to a lot of shit.
Yeah.
I know. I was just thinking, like, we've seen that kind of shot several times before.
Yeah, man. Goes all the way back to fucking Psycho.
Well, I was gonna say
well, I think
it made
that's
me
part
think
of why I
a Serbian
responded
film.
so much to this one. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was like, it made me think of a Serbian film.
With the machete. Yeah. But yeah, I think part of why I liked it so much was because that's such a common trope. But for some reason, when I watched it in this, it had an impact for me that I just hadn't had in a long time.
Yeah.
There was something about
You saw some really good porn leading up to it, so
Yeah.
it really like
something about the chemistry and the buildup of that scene really, really paid off there, and I thought that was really nice to see.
What about you, Chris?
I think I'm gonna go 3.5 on this one.
All right.
My what the fuck moment is, I think I'm gonna go with how she just kind of suicides herself. I don't know why. I kind of I wanted more.
I want it to be full blown seppuku.
Yeah, you know, or go out and blaze of glory or something, dude. Like, do your best work and then just fucking off yourself.
No, I think that's a whole vibe. I totally get it.
Yeah, plenty of people do that.
Yeah. Been there.
I guess. Well, I guess we should have killed ourselves a long time ago then.
You think you peaked already?
Oh, yeah. Long gone.
Oh, no, don't say that.
No.
You gotta keep this train rolling for me, too.
I probably did, too.
Oh, yeah, dude.
No way. There's not been any good times. What would be the fucking peak?
There has been no peak.
We didn't say it was a high peak. We're not looking at Mount Everest.
Yeah, I mean, once you just gotta zoom in a little bit more, you'll find a peak in there.
We live in Oklahoma. All we have are hills.
Hey, Lisa, how spicy is this movie?
All right. Well, I think I messed up.
Okay.
But I'm going to say that this movie is Red Hot's. That cinnamon candy. I think I should have swapped the two. I think I should have said Red Hots for Love Dump and Fireball for Flesh Eater X. But, you know, same vibe. Spicy candy.
Yeah.
Red dye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bo, how spicy is this movie?
Well, Lisa, thank you so much for asking. This was spicy.
Yeah.
It's so hard being emotionally prolapsed and then having to like pretend to have like been affected by a thing. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can
It
pretend
was
for
spicy.
us, Bo.
This was spicy. What'd you say, Chris?
You can pretend for us.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Yeah.
We're pretending for the listeners.
Fuck
We have to
them.
retroactively pretend that we remember what it was like clearly to not be prolapsed for the non-prolapsed listeners.
That's the issue, though. 9?
Yeah, like, motherfucker, I've been like this since I was like fucking 3. Like,
Honey,
I don't fucking know what
This
it's
has
like
been
to
a
not be
long time
prolapsed.
in the works.
Yeah.
Non-prolapsed, I simply can't recall.
I am masking for you. I'm doing pure psychopath shit for you people.
Yeah. Yeah.
You think I give a fuck? I got turned on by this.
Yeah. I was yawning. Spiciness. This was an edible thing.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah.
A thing that you can eat.
Mm-hmm.
Specifically, this was a grilled cheese and tomato soup.
Okay. Typically not spicy, but
Not typically, no.
You got a lot of cracked black pepper in there.
A little bit too much pepper, maybe. I love pepper, by the way.
might give you heartburn.
Might give you heartburn,
Tomato.
but you're allergic to tomatoes.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's rough. Shouldn't do
Yeah.
that.
Probably a bad menu selection from you in that case, but I'm not here to judge.
Life-threatening.
Yeah. Okay.
What about you, Silas? How spicy was this film?
Well, this film right here, I'm gonna respond to the elegance that it's wrapped in with the style of the cinematography, the pretty ornate classical music.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna call this a nice big plate of restaurant style shrimp scampi and or fettuccine alfredo with just a nice generous heaping helping of some nice red pepper flakes drizzled all over that mug. Served nice and hot.
Yeah.
Delicious.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
What about you, Christopher? How spicy was this film?
This film right here is sucking on the fingers, the digits of one Andre the Giant.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
After he chopped jalapenos.
Hell yeah.
He got them breakfast sausage links, the fat kind.
In the event that you have a couple of spare hands, you absolutely jack yourself off with those first, right?
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Maybe.
Have you ever done the thing where you tried to like I haven't done this, or I've not done it successfully, but I remember hearing about this as a joke in some show one time and it was really funny to me. So
Where you make your arm fall asleep and then do it?
Or you make your arm fall asleep and you jack off with it so it's like someone else is doing it for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never
Yeah.
done it either. I don't know if I could.
I've tried it. I've tried to. I didn't intentionally. That wasn't the endeavor I set out to accomplish, but I did happen to have an asleep arm.
Yeah.
So I did try it. You can't grip shit, though, is the issue.
Yeah, it kind of feels like you're
So
like
you have
jacking off
to-
in the hand of a sleeping or dead person.
You have to grip with your other hand, the asleep hand, around your cock. It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
And also then the sensation of your hand coming back to life really overrides whatever else you've got going on for me.
It's like pins and needles.
Yeah, just the prickly prickles.
Not fun at all.
Overrated.
Yeah, dude.
Just fuck strangers. You don't have to pretend. You can just do it.
I'm convinced people didn't actually come up with that out of like any sort of like real utility. It was just boredom.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this was a pre-internet endeavor.
All right, Lisa. Where does Flesh Eater X fall on your leaderboard?
All right. Well, I think I'm going to have to put it right above LoveDump. New number 10. Once again.
Above it.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Good for you. You got like the experience that was meant to be out of it.
Yeah, you're the target demographic.
Yeah. Bo, where's it going to go for you?
I think Chris is exactly right. I think that's where it's going. I can't decide. Yeah. No, this has to go below family. I'm sorry. It'll go above Kill List, below family.
Can't wait till I get back to my rewatch of Kill List.
That was the British Blokes, yeah.
That was the night I took Benadryl and drank wine, yeah. And was falling asleep through the whole movie.
It was good.
I know, you guys said it was good. I didn't
I thought
watch
it was a real good one.
As far as I don't know if this would help for anything in the future that gets spun on the wheel, but I took the whole thing with the disturbing, extreme, and everything in between, literally in the sense that like most of the films that I've recommended, I could quantify as one of those three things.
Okay, hell yeah.
So if you ever want to know before you actually dive in, just let me know and I will tell you which one of those it is.
Okay.
All right.
Kill List, I would say, is like the disturbing.
Yeah.
Not like the extreme, because it's
Okay.
a
I really like
pretty
that one.
accessible thriller all in all.
What about you, Silas? Where's this going on your leaderboard?
What's my list right now?
Lisa,
I think
keeper of
it's all
lists.
fives, so I think it defaults at being at the
Fives across
Well,
the board.
I mean, you have Kusaw at the bottom right now, so
Okay, well, it's going above Kusal.
you have
That's
Love
right, Kusaw
Dump,
was low.
Suicide Club, and then My Chance. And then Kusaw.
It's gonna go below My Chan and above Kusal.
All right. New number
it's
3.
Just barely better than Kusaw is what you're saying.
No.
Got it.
I think I gave Kusal a 2, so.
Yeah, sounds right.
Yeah.
Still the number 1 on Matt's leaderboard.
Yeah. Real piece of shit, that guy.
Oh my god.
Get it? Piece
Yeah.
of shit.
Yeah.
Need him to defend.
Whatever you
that
get him on
choice.
for next, it has to have a scat.
Oh my gosh.
Just gotta keep him in
He's
the
our
trenches.
resident poop expert.
Yeah, Silas gave Kusaw 2 stars. Chris, where's it going on your leaderboard?
All right, I'm going to put this one in my new number 20 slot. Below
Winner.
Thanatomorphos and above 100 Tears.
That's so crazy. 100 Tears is 21 on your list. And what is it on mine? Like
It was
9?
100 Tears was convoluted.
8.
I have it pretty high too, but it's specifically for like it's
The
like I even
orphanage?
qualified it. I think the supercut of the kills is great.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
probably going to go a
That
lot
fucking
lower
B
when
plot was real silly.
It's going to go lower, I
Yeah.
think.
I also really like that one specifically for. It's like one of those things where it's like there are a lot of films in this kind of range where like I am like, oh, this is an effects film, where it's like this exists to be a vehicle for cool special effects because the people who made it know special effects. They don't know the other shit.
I
or,
can't
they
think
don't
of like
pull it
a
off
more
as well.
Yeah.
of what we've watched on here. The opening sequence of that
Uh-huh.
100 Tears, maybe the coolest
No.
intro to the film we've seen so far.
It was very
on
cool,
this
yeah.
podcast.
Yeah, that shit
Just
went hard as
relentless.
fuck.
And then there was an hour and a half of bullshit. But you know,
Yeah.
what are you gonna do?
I like a lot of Marcus's other stuff more. But 100 Tears is cool on an aesthetic level.
Yeah.
But that only gives you so much mileage where there's so much filler.
Yeah, there's a lot of filler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's it for the SamHel Double Dipper.
Selective selection.
Yeah.
What the fuck? What did you call it last time? Something slider?
I don't even know, man.
Seductive sliders? Sexy sliders?
Yeah, I can't
Sexy psycho
remember.
slut time.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
The sexy psycho slut soiree.
I like it.
Yeah. Whatever we call it.
Had to slip a knife in there.
SamHel double feature.
We
And
make
it
our own
was-
pussies in these parts.
Yeah.
Do what you gotta do. Country folk can survive.
Oh my god.
Nice cash.
Next week, I think we're gonna do a listener request week.
Oh yeah. What's it gonna be?
I think I'm gonna do the next Hexilocks, and we'll go with the houses October built 2.
Oh, okay.
Electric Boogaloo, the remix.
Next week
Yeah.
on What the Fuck Are You Watching? Say bye, bitch.
Bye, bitch.
Bye, bitch.
Bye, bitch.
That's damn good.
Did you think this podcast was as good as instant noodles? Or is it more like a cobalt blue tarantula? Leave us a rating and review wherever you're listening to this podcast at. Get in touch with us at WTFareyouwatchingpod@gmail.com, where you can leave reviews for the movies we've been watching, recommend other movies for us to watch, or leave any questions or comments for us to answer. Either way, thanks for listening.